Hello pen friends, JK Pens here. I'm going to do a ink unboxing video, or an ink set. So got this from the fine folks at Lemur Ink on Fountain Pen Day. There was a little delay in the shipping that was not their fault. It's because I had something else in my order that was delayed, and I said, don't give the USPS more money than necessary. I have lots of ink, I can wait. So this came today with the Platinum Pre-Fount that I've also reviewed. So I've become kind of addicted to Colorverse inks, particularly the space-themed ones. So this is the Voyager 1 limited edition space set. I don't know how limited it is. Maybe I'll look that up, or you can Google it yourself. There are 4 little ink bottles in there. I can hear them rattling around. Colorverse, I'm torn between saying they do a nice job on packaging and they overpackage. It's kind of both, I guess. You may hear some screaming in the background. That's my kids out in the living room going bonkers. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and open this. And let's see what's inside. Cute little Space Invaders checking out the golden record from the Voyager. Oh yeah, so I should say this commemorates the Voyager 1 space probe, which in many ways was perhaps the most influential early space probe humankind has ever launched. It's now left the boundaries of the solar system, so we believe. I think we still get occasional communications from it. I was a child when it launched, and I was a teenager when it began showing awesome pictures from space. So this also had a lot of influence on me, so I was excited about this. I love the cautions that Colorverse puts. Do not use the ink for purposes other than writing. So those of you who like to drink it, don't use their ink, etc. Seek a doctor. So their inks always come with a lot of interesting stuff. So what is this actually? This is, I don't even know. Little card. This is limited edition 281. Oh, there we go. There's a question of 1977. Makes sense. That was the launch year. So I got number 281. I'm not quite sure what a limited edition ink set means compared to a limited edition pen, just in terms of rarity. These would appear to be blank pieces of paper. I guess it's just some paper to test things on. Okay. Then there's a little information booklet. An inspirational quote by Stephen Hawking. Maybe I'll write that quote out when I have a chance. The famous pale blue dot, not the pale dew blot. But that could be my new band name. And so here are the inks. Golden Record, Jupiter Flyby, Pale Blue Dot, and Interstellar Space. Interstellar Space looks like a greenish black. Pale Blue Dot is kind of an earthly turquoise. Jupiter Flyby reminds me a little bit of, I'm curious how this is going to compare to Dark Energy. It's like a pink black, coral black. And Golden Record is a deep gold color. I don't believe it's a shimmer ink. And then just some dates about it. So it's like a nice little package. I think it's fun that they do this. One of the other cute things that Colorverse does is they include stickers that represent the different colors, which I guess you could use to decorate. You could put them on a converter to remind you what ink you have in it. And they include a little Colorverse napkin for your inking, ink cleaning pleasure, I guess. Okay. Now it looks like these got a little scrambled in transit, but it doesn't look like they're damaged. So I think, had these not been scrambled, sorry camera and audience. I just sent, speaking of Interstellar Space, I think I just launched some of you into Interstellar Space. I need a better camera mount. Now I understand why YouTubers get excited about getting monetized so they can buy crap. Okay. I don't know that these would have been in any particular order. Let's just put them in. What would we have seen had we unboxed this, not after it getting jumbled up? We would have seen this. How cute. And a lot of their inks are packaged this way. So you lift out this little insert, and then you have access to the inks. Now this is, as far as I know, Colorverse inks come in 3 sizes. A lot of them come with a giant, this shape, but a giant one. I think it's 65 mil. With a paired 15 mil, either a smaller bottle of the same ink, or sometimes they're a mixed set. Obviously there's this 15 ml size, and then I think increasingly they're coming out with some inks in a 30 ml size in a more standard bottle shape. These are cool. I like these. I hope they don't get rid of these. Honestly, I wish they put out more inks in the 15 ml size, either in sets like this or by themselves, because the odds of me working my way through a single bottle of 65 mils of ink in any reasonable time frame is very low, especially at the rate I'm accumulating inks. So those are the inks. So I think the next step is going to be to swab these up on a coloring card and take a look at them. So I will do that and be back. Okay, we're back. Here are the 4 inks of the Colorverse Voyager 1 limited edition ink set. First impression, now that these are swabbed and dried, is it's a nice color palette. There's a couple of warm colors over here and a couple of cool colors over here. And with the exception of Golden Record, which is a little bit bright, they're all kind of muted, which is fine with me. I kind of like muted colors. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about them each in turn and show you some other inks that might give you some sense of what they are and are not like. Okay. So first we're going to start with Golden Record. So Golden Record is a warm orangish brown. I don't have anything that's a real close match, but some inks it reminds me of in various ways. Here's Diamine Sepia. It's browner and it looks like it shades a bit more. Here is Kyoiro Moonlight of Higashiyama, which is redder and paler. And then here is Pilot Iroshizuku Yuyake, which is, I feel like it's in a similar hue regime, but it's obviously a lighter ink. So that gives you some sense of the family of inks the Golden Record belongs to. On the whole, it's a nice ink. I really like the way it looks in the writing, and I'd like to get into a pen at some point. Up next, we have Jupiter Flyby. Now, Jupiter Flyby reminds me a little bit of Dark Energy, as I mentioned earlier. I was wondering how close they're going to be, in that they both have kind of a pinkish base color and then this like just darkness on top, which is really cool. In fact, I liked Dark Energy enough in a sample that I bought a whole giant jumbo pack of it. I don't know what I'll ever do with it, but it's just a neat ink. Jupiter Flyby is paler. The background color is more of a pink leaning gray-brown, whereas in Dark Energy it's pinker. It's noticeably pinker. It's another neat ink, so I'm glad they added this one, and I think it'll look cool when it's written like Dark Energy does. It's just a little browner and a little less pink. Pale Blue Dot is a lovely aquamarine type ink. And I don't have anything that's an exact match, but there's a lot of things in this regime. So here's Sailor Ink Studio 764. Here's Diamine Aurora Borealis, and here's Three Oysters Marine Green. I guess I can do it like this so you can see it. They're all kind of in the same realm. This is probably the one I'm least excited about, only because I have a lot of other inks like it. It's a beautiful color, though. So it's a nice inclusion in Pale Blue Dot. And maybe they could have gone for a little bit more of a ocean blue from space that's a little less green. But anyways, it's all good. And then the last ink is Interstellar Space. Now, honestly, I'm not sure why Interstellar Space is forest green. I would have thought it would have been more black or deep blue or purple. But anyways, their Interstellar Space is a blackish green, forest green. I don't have anything real close to this, so I just thought I'd show you from the Moon Landing set. This is Tranquility Base, which is a muted green. And this is Robert Oster Green at Night, which is a green-black. So you can hear my kid giggling in the background. It's not particularly close to either of these, maybe more to green-black. But so this one's unique. So I'm also excited about this one. Now he's running the sync. Okay, so anyways, I hope you enjoyed hearing and seeing about the inks in the Colorverse Voyager 1 limited edition set. Thanks, as always, for watching.